Hello everyone, welcome back to one of our update videos. In this video, we wanted to discuss with you two things which we kind of observed that had happened over the last 1 to 2 days. One of the things was that H&M is going to be launching its designer collections, which it has been doing for the past 20 years, and it's going to launch a pre-loved collection to showcase the designer collaborations that it has been doing through the various years. In the same sense, we also came across the news of Zara launching its own pre-owned second-hand platform where it's saying that it's going to launch this repair and resell platform in US to further its sustainability and circularity goals. And so, what we also wanted to discuss with you was about collaborations. So this video is going to be about two things. First and foremost, the pre-owned collections that H&M and Zara are focusing on, and secondly, the collaborations. And when we are talking about collaborations, we are again going to come back to H&M because H&M is marking its 20th anniversary, and it's going to be sharing the guest designer collaborations that it has been doing for the past 20 years. And it launched its first collection way back with Karl Lagerfeld, who we all know was the longtime director of Chanel and Fendi. So, what we really wanted to focus on here was that what we are seeing in the fashion world and in the luxury world nowadays is basically a dearth of creativity. And we did observe this in the entertainment and the creativity field also, wherein we saw so many versions being launched of the famous movies. For example, Matrix went to Matrix 1, 2, 3. Then we have the Marvel collaborations, we have the Disney collaborations. And it's somehow after the first one or two movies or the first one or two seasons of things, you start feeling like there's a dearth of creativity because people keep going back to the same model or the concept that worked that helped them generate money. And because they're not able to come up with a new concept, they keep going back to it. Now, I know that a lot of people, a lot of my viewers might feel differently about it because people, if you really love something, and if you don't see an alternative, you want to go back to it. Somehow I feel very differently about it, and I feel very differently about the Princess Diaries new movie that has been announced also. You had one, you had two, you need to move on from all that. And similarly, there was also some news about Devil and the Prada collaboration also, maybe a new movie coming for that also. So, anyways, for me, what I feel about it is that whenever you feel a dearth of creativity and whenever you feel that whatever new that you're experimenting is not working, for whatever reason, people keep going back to the same things that worked long before. And that is why you see so many movies, so many collaborations in fashion also being relaunched. And similarly, this is what I see. Although I do understand that it does help in the sustainability and the circularity goals, especially what Zara has launched. But given the quality of Zara, I'm not sure like if people would be really ready to buy a pre-owned item from Zara. Maybe there is something that you really loved about one particular collection. For example, I really liked the collections of Zara wherein it was following the Phoebe Philo, Celine collaborations. So if something from that is available, maybe I'll look at it again. But I really do not see how the quality of Zara and if you kind of bring it into the pre-owned system, does it really make sense? Is it long lasting? That's my view on that. And then coming back to the collaborations, as we discussed, that H&M is going to be revisiting its collaborations that it has been doing with creative designers from various luxury brands, for example, Karl Lagerfeld, and it did with a lot of designers. For example, you can see list here. For example, it did with Stella McCartney, Cavalli, it did with Matthew Williamson, Jimmy Choo. So I'm sure this is going to be interesting to see. But given that it's going to be again a pre-loved thing, let's see how much of stickiness it does have with the consumers. And before we close out this video, let's go to the Moncler collaboration because that is something which is the most recent news that Moncler did launch its Genius collaboration in Shanghai. And what we saw in this collaboration was that there were fewer designers and there were more influencers with which the collaboration has been made. For example, when Moncler first came out with the collaboration, it was with designers from Valentino like Pierpaolo Piccioli. You had Craig Dean. Let me show you that this is the collaboration that they did with Pierpaolo Piccioli. Let me show you the Craig Dean one. I think it was also with Simone Rocha. So there was a plethora of designers who were known for their creativity with whom they were kind of collaborating. Moncler was doing its genius collaborations. But now, what I have seen over the years is that it has shrunken the number of designers that it is collaborating with, and it has increased the number of influencers that it is collaborating with. So, as you can see, this is one of the first Moncler Genius collaborations. Then this was with Simone Rocha. You have Craig Green here. So there was a creative aspect to it, and you could actually call it a genius collection. But now what has happened is that you see the collections which have been announced with artists like ASAP Rocky, or you have the British Vogue. I think Edward Inningfull is one of the collaborators. So basically, what I'm seeing here also is that people are kind of moving away from the creative aspect of things. Yes, with the Genius Collection, there are some designers, definitely, because otherwise it's not going to be a Genius Collection at all. But it is also moving towards the influencer field more, wherein you know that it's going to sell because those influencers have their own following, and if you just slap on their label like Moncler into this, so basically you see a lot of consumers from that particular influencer following coming into your fold also. Um, for me, it is growth for growth's sake, and it does make you lose what your relevance is, what your authenticity is over time. It might not show in this year's collection. It might not show in the next year's collection, but 10 years down the line, it's going to look very different from what Moncler Genius started as. So this is what I really wanted to discuss with you in this video. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want, let me know. I'll share the links wherein you can refer to the Genius collections of last year, Genius collection of this year, whatever H&M has been doing over the past 20 years with various designers. Or if you want, I can make a detailed video upon that. But for this video, I just wanted to share with you what is happening in today's luxury and fashion environment and how much it is different from where we are coming from and what it might start looking like 4 years down the line. So that's all for this video. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Stay tuned in for more. Thank you.